Hey, this is Amy with Flower Moxie. Welcome to my channel. In this video, Abigail's going to show you how to make a safety pin-on corsage. This is my favorite way to make a corsage because the stability is amazing. You can use that safety pin to pin it to her bra strap and you don't have to worry about it shifting around. You can really control the size by how big your cardboard is that you're going to glue those flowers to. For the glue, you can use a floral adhesive by Oasis. You can also use a low-temperature hot glue gun. When using a hot glue gun, you want to make sure and put the hot glue down on that cardboard, let it dry and cool for a moment and to where it's like tacky but not extremely hot before inserting your flowers or your greens. Next, you can make it the day before. You will just want to put it in a Tupperware and pop it in your fridge, and that will keep it fresh. So for flowers, I would suggest always using hardier flowers for corsages. Flowers like statice, thistle, waxflower, spray roses, mini carnations, even ranunculus work beautifully. Create that foundation of greenery. It's so easy to make. So for the corsage, you're pretty much going to use scrap items. It's always good to save those little broken pieces or the pieces on the bottom that you pull off because it takes very little blooms to do this. For your first one, it will probably take you 20 minutes. Don't be too precious about it and just layer in your blooms, and thank you so much. I hope you enjoy.
I'm Abigail with Flower Moxie, and today I'm going to show you how to make a pin-on corsage. This one's a bit different than just the normal pin-on that we do with a boutonniere. We're using safety pins for this one, and so this is a great way you can really control the size and shape that you want to use. So to show you a little bit of the mechanics, we've got some safety pin on the back and then some cardboard that we used for the base. So something that you're going to do to start out is get a piece of soft cardboard or something else. This white piece that we have down is just a piece of plastic poster board, and so that would work really well too. So you'll just cut it to about the size and shape that you want, and then you're going to take some safety pins, and then you'll also need floral wire, and this is pattern wire that you can get at a craft store like Michael's or Hobby Lobby. And then the next thing will just be your flowers, greenery, small buds that you want to use, and then also some floral glue. This is Oasis Floral Adhesive. Something else you can do is use a hot glue gun, a low temperature one. You'll just have to be a little bit more careful, let it cool off a bit, and make it the day of the wedding. Okay, so let's get started with the base. So the first thing you're gonna do is take your safety pins, and I'm just gonna poke, figure out where you want it on the back. I'm just gonna poke two little holes, and I found it easiest to just use the safety pins to poke through the cardboard instead of trying to cut slits. So just, if you're doing a really small one, you can just use one safety pin, but for something a little bit larger, you'll want two. So then you're going to take your floral wire and poke it through the holes. And the wire is just going to add an extra bit of stability to the safety pins. It's going to attach the safety pins to the cardboard. So now you're just going to open the safety pin and then take the wire and wrap it around each end of the safety pin. Base, and so now we're just going to use this to put our flowers on. So one thing you notice is this cardboard is not that pretty. Now we're definitely going to cover it up with some blooms, but you might want to start with a base of some wider leaves that can really cover that cardboard. But if you want something you know, if you have just more delicate leaves, something like Italian Ruscus, you can cover it with fabric instead to make a pretty base. But we've got these heuchera leaves that we just got a plant nursery, so we're going to use those as a base. Something else that would work really well is salal or silver dollar eucalyptus that has a wide leaf. And a new tube of floral glue really squirts out really a lot, so just be mindful of that. So just glue those just flat down there. It takes a little bit to set up, so don't go shaking it until it's dry. Sure to use hardy flowers, things like roses and carnations, that are going to hold up well being out of water for a period of time. And larger flowers are going to require a little bit more glue than the small ones. One thing, if you use hot glue, you are going to have to, you know, once it's down, you really won't be able to move it, but with the floral glue, it doesn't dry right away, so you can kind of adjust a little bit. Two. Okay, so there you go. We've got all of our flowers on there that we want, and you really have a lot of freedom and control with the size and the shape and the style that you want. And so this is something you can make the day before, and you'll just want to put it in like a Tupperware container, so it's something that kind of seals it and keeps in the moisture. And you can set it in the refrigerator, but you just want to make sure that it's on its warmest setting and any fruit or vegetables are bagged up so that they don't release any gases that can potentially brown the petals.